What's going on? We are back with another Beer Pro episode. Today we'll be playing games 4 and 5 against the St. Louis Blues and the Chicago Bedards here in NHL 26. Last episode we beat the Stars in a 6-5 shootout, but then lost against the Minnesota Wild 7-3 after coming back down from 3 to tie it up, to lose it all in the third. So let's get straight into today's episode in games 4 and 5, starting off with the St. Louis Blues. As you can see, we just fell short last episode of the 70 form score. We now have a new challenge to get up to 80. But we are at 5 points through we're at 5 points through 3 games here, 3 goals, 2 assists. We'll just double check our activities here just before we jump in the game. Yeah, as you can see, our health is slightly down, so we'll just spend it just to get up to max, as these next 2 games in particular are going to be crucial to us staying up in the NHL here. Our overall is up to a 76 here, so we're not doing too bad. So we'll get straight into the next preseason game here against the St. Louis Blues. I think we ended off last episode on a second line, so we'll see here. And Paterka puts us up 1-0 6 seconds into the game, and we jump out immediately onto the ice here. Not a great start for the St. Louis Blues, getting scored on 6 seconds in. Barrel up the right hand side here. We'll try and cut in a little bit of Datsuk. We get the shot off. It doesn't beat the goalie there. First shift of this period doing bits. And Paterka again. 2 goals in 2 shifts for the man. Up 2-0 very, very early here. We'll get in front here. Get a good screen in front of Subban. And we'll try and get a screen in here. We get a little bit off one, but the shot went wide anyway. We get a little bump on Holloway there. Might get a bit of a break up the left-hand side here. We'll drive the net. We'll play it across. Gets intercepted. We try to force it across to our other man there, as it dumped back into our own end. We'll play this slow here. Beautiful move. We'll put it on. Don't mind that look at all. It's a beautiful play. We come up with the puck again. Play it in front. Knocked off the puck. I'm not sure where the referees are in this game. There's clear interference there, and a huge hip check in that corner there. We'll jump off the ice here just before we get into their zone. They're going up the wing here, 2-on-1. Shot goes wide, and we'll send to our next shift. And a power play goal for the St. Louis Blues, but we also come up with another one of our own, making it 3-1 game. A very high-scoring affair here in the first period. Kerfox going up the left here. Stagger going in. We cut it across. Shot goes on into the back of our own player there. Some big hits here in the first period. And another goal here. But we do end up taking a elbowing penalty, so we're on the penalty, a double minor here. We're on the penalty kill here. Not in a great position. Might be able to get it up here though. Going up the left hand side, we'll take a step, we'll play it across. Our own man takes the puck out in front. Blocks another man. We'll come up with a puck yet again. We'll play it on to Subban, who saves it. Good first 30 seconds of this penalty kill. We've had like 4 dangerous shots here, and we lose the face-off, but we've killed a lot of clock here. And a big hit. And we'll play this up to Stenland here, who can't get it out. But Mata here, coming straight up the inside. Knocked off the puck in the last second there. A little one-on-one behind, down at the bottom. Vermelka saves it. Killed off the first minute of this power play here. And we'll be off the ice for the last 16 seconds. Hopefully nothing comes against us in this last 16 seconds. And we are safe going into the first intermission up 4-1. Still got just under 3 minutes here to kill though. Not ideal, but we will see how it goes. And coming into the second period here. 4-1, straight on out onto the ice. Our penalty kill is doing really well. We've not had any against us, I don't think, really here. As they come barreling up here, we'll intercept this and we'll just clear this out. We'll play this out just to try and kill a bit more clock. And we'll jump off the ice here with just over a minute left. We've killed another 2 minutes here of this penalty. Killing 3 minutes of a penalty overall here. Just what we want going into this game. Really showing our potential here to the coaching staff. And we end up scoring, killing the penalty and going onto the power play here. Been a beautiful spot. It's drawn straight back to Subban there. Almost ended up going into his own net. He didn't quite have it covered. Almost an own goal, I think, there. We'll run straight in here to try and come up with a pop. We don't come up with it. But we'll try and get a little breakout here. We've got some speed going up the left-hand side here. We'll cut across. Put it in on net on Subban. Another face-off to come. Get a couple nice shots in. Penalty kill's doing great with us on the ice here. Our face-offs ain't looking too great. 14-6 is what our face-offs are. As we instantly win another one, we'll pull it across. Another dangerous shot on. Didn't quite have all of it either. Almost came out with something. A little dipsy doodle. Play it, tries to play it in. Ends up going in anyway. We'll pick the puck up here. Put it into a dangerous slot pass there. Thought about going for the 1T option, but that might have ended up being a more dangerous shot in the end. Coaching staff liking our play so far. Slightly under what we want on the offensive, but everything else is in the green, so we're in a good position here. Offensive draw face-off here on the left-hand side. We come up with the puck, we'll play in front. Got a bit of a screen, but it went to the right-hand side of the net anyway, so the screen didn't do as much as we wanted there. And we'll cut across here into the empty space. We'll stagger, cut across, cut in. Tried to pull it back across where we just came from. Subban just gets the blocker onto that one. We'll come into the second intermission here, 5-1. A beautiful spot here, but we know what can happen. We do jump out straight onto the ice here. Clearly coach is liking us. Might have bumped us up to the first line here in pre-season, which is going to look good for us coming into the last couple of games of pre-season. Playing this empty space. Nice move there from Kerfoot. We'll play on the left-hand side, giving him a bit more option. Takes it in and just gets knocked off the puck there. Comes in front, off the post. Goes off the post through Vemelka's legs straight to Jimmy on the back door, who just puts it in the empty side of the net. Not a great start to the third period. As I said before, this is what can happen in this sport. And another short-handed goal by Shergachev. Another short-handed. We're up 6-2 now here. We'll see if we can get another short-handed marker going. We'll see if we can get a bit more offense going. Obviously, coaches think we are lacking a little bit, but we'll stay on the boards here. We'll shoot one short side. Big rebound. Another shot comes on the other side. Shot from nothing ends up being a very dangerous turnover. And we'll try and stay with this as much as we can. We have no energy. We'll just send this in on net. Downski ends up somehow putting it into the top right corner. We're just wanting to get a shot on net to change. As we were right in the center of the ice, we couldn't really do much with it. We were getting bumped from behind, and we just send it on as we get hit again from behind. Number 6 sort of acts as a screen, and a bit of a knuckleball just goes straight past the goalie and into the net there. We come up with a goal to make it 7-2 here. Playing this D-man here. Good pressure, and we'll try and play this across. Nice move. We'll drive the net, try and play it back. Almost puts it in his... 2 players almost put it in his own net there. Try to play it across the crease. St. Louis with another goal there. Play it back. We're in front here. Bobbled off the puck. Lorenz comes up with it to Stansel. Puts it on. Gloved down. It's a dangerous pass though. We'll try and beat the icing here. We don't get there in time though. Not sure what Vemelka's thinking there. Playing a very dangerous puck out. Almost guaranteed the win here, but you don't want to give them any chance to come back from anything here. Play it into the middle of the ice here. Short side chance. We'll play it up the board, take a massive hit, and we're very slow to get off here. We'll get off, as we're trying to get off the ice here, Kerfoot ends up picking up a rebound and puts it into the back of the net. Not sure if we ended up getting anything on that play. We will just sim this last 30 seconds here as we are up 8-3. No point watching it out, and we will end this game with an 8-3 victory. An outstanding game here. And just before we jump into this game against the Chicago Bedards, we will just put our health up just a little bit. We won't put it all the way because it doesn't really actually affect anything. We'll just spend a little bit on that because why not? We'll put the management up all the way as well. Just get them happy with us to try and see if it affects our form score as well slightly. But we'll jump straight into this game here and see how we do against Chicago. So playing against Taylor Radish here. Former Cap himself. Not sure what happened in this off-season. The muffin goes on net. Playing to this space here. Try to play it across to number 29 there. Doesn't work in our favour. And we'll force it here. Try to get it in front. We beat the players but couldn't get a good enough shot off because we didn't quite have the space to do it. But good pressure up on our own there. Might have a 2-on-1 opportunity coming here. Play it across. We'll put it on net and we'll just stay in front and get the whistle. But we are going to jump on to the power play going into the second period here. Just over halfway through our shift, we will get a little bit of a power play here. Comes out in front, a shot on. Take a hit into the boards. Another shot on, we cut beautifully in there. Another one. A big hit on the boards there. We'll play it into this empty space here. Almost got it through. Just not quite enough on it. A little bit of a muffin backhand. And like 3-4 beautiful chances there. And we are going to stay on the ice because we've got enough energy here for another little go at it. Who's behind the net here? We'll come up with it though. We'll play it across. One time is available. We'll stay with it. We'll play it across. One time's not gone again. We're putting a lot of pressure on here. We'll probably end up getting off the ice here halfway through. The coach opting to keep us out with the pressure we're building. Goalie's not looking so healthy there. And it'll come back down and we'll see if we can get this on the last break. Nah, they pinned it to the board, so we won't get anything going here. We'll play it out and up to Gunther, and then we'll get a line change here as we enter their zone. Getting some fresh legs on. The person we changed for instantly rips it onto the post. And Bertuzzi puts it on net, and it just goes by Vemelka. While we're off the ice here, we're down 1-0 halfway through the second here. Will be our first line guys taking the brunt of that from the coaching staff. A beautiful hip check on the boards, ends up breaking it out. Got a little bit of a step here. We're hit by that man though. We're out on the ice with Bedard, as you can see on the right hand side of the screen with it now. And we bump him off the puck. Beautiful poke there. We'll play into the centre. We'll try to stay with it, but not got a lot of energy up on these boards here. So 2 minutes left here of the second 1-goal game. We want to try and get the tying goal here. Our hip check turns it into a little bit of a block, in fact, and we're through here. A little Datsuk. We get it on net. We just don't get the height on the release. We'll play it across to Sergachev there. Bergonzo. We put it in. Bouncing puck in the air. Play him off the puck into a slot here. Beautiful play there. We just don't get everything on it. We end up getting a screen, ends up being a block, and we take the brunt force of that shot, to be fair, there. Just in the loft. 24 seconds here of the second. Might have to start putting the team on our back a bit here to try and get something going. Kerfoot in here, plays it to me. I'll put it on net. It's 30th shot on net for the team. Playing to this empty slot with Bedard. Beautiful hit onto Bedard that puts it all the way down the ice. Tried to put the pressure on there. Not really in a position to do it as a winger, but if no one else is going to do it, we're going to have to be the man to step up here. Beautiful hip check on the forecheck. 2-on-2 here though. We passed it just a little bit sooner and we tried to poke the puck away. It hit the puck on my screen, as from what I recall. Ends up being a tripping penalty, and it's not what we want. Hopefully nothing comes against us here. Fingers crossed. Nothing does, and we jump out on the ice. Here, 15 left on the clock. Not on our line, but we'll try and get something going here. We've got full pressure as well. We'll play this across. Almost had a one-timer. It goes in on net. Don't mind the look. Could have got a one-timer there, but he doesn't opt for it. We off the ice for a little bit there. Obviously, coaching staff wasn't happy with us taking the penalty. We send it in front, and Kerfoot with a beautiful tip sends it from the centre into the top right of the net, and we tie the game just like that. A beautiful redirected shot by Kerfoot there. And immediately a short-handed goal from Chicago here. And we're on the ice with 49 seconds left of our power play. Gonna send this in on net. Was a bobbling puck. Didn't have it all. Tried to pull it back across us. We don't get what we want. In this empty spot here. Shot goes wide. It's batted. A backhand baseball bat. Ends up almost banking off the goalie and into the net there. We will jump off the ice here. Hopefully we do get one more shot. We do. It's going to be first, second line mainly for the remaining 3 minutes of this game. We come up with a puck here. Play to Kerfoot. He plays it out wide for some reason. Not sure on why, but we come up with it once more. It goes slightly wide there. Big hit on the board. We come up with it. Tried to play it across. It gets intercepted. Might be our last shift here unless we pull on in the last minute or so. We don't, but Sergachev ties it in the last minute there. We're now going into overtime. Some good games in the preseason here. Second game of the preseason, going to overtime. The stick got tied up there. We would have had a breakaway. We got a break. We got a 3-on-0. We'll play it across here. He can't get the lift on it. We had a 3-on-0. Ended up becoming a 3-on-1 partial, but just couldn't get it away. Oh my god, that could have been the end of the game there. You just can't lift it up. We will do another shot here though in the last minute one. Beautiful block. Got Bedard on our tail, but it's a breakaway for downski. A little forehand, backhand. Saved, but we put it in front. As for a 1-2. It's deflected. It ends up being a partial break going the other way. We come back up with it again. Cole on the other side here. And we get in front and Cole ends it in overtime. What an end to the game here. It was back and forward in overtime here, but we just about pull in front. We win here in overtime. Dominant show and downski shines. 3-2 preseason victory over Chicago Blackhawks. We will quickly just sim the next preseason just in case. Oh, we do have a quick look here of all our cars. Don't really do a whole lot. We got 50k available to us. We do seem a little bit slow, so we will put $2,000 on some fresh wheels here. And also this one here. That's it. Now +2 speed, +1 passing, and +1 discipline. We got some yachts, some classic cars, and all of our bikes here at the end. Not sure how many we're really using bikes here, but there we go. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like down below and subscribe. Tell all your friends and comment on whether we should put the difficulty up once more to the highest. Can't remember what it's called, but you will all know we're currently on All-Star. But with that being said, next episode we will find out if we can end up playing in the NHL after playing against Preds and the Avalanche. But with that being said, I will see you all later. It's been a good one. Peace.